Hello, this is AnlineOffline. Welcome back to another casual's quick guide to Call of Duty Mobile. For today's video, we'll be covering the Oden. Introduced in Season 5 of 2022, the Oden is a high-powered, fully automatic bullpup rifle from Modern Warfare 2019. Made famous by Escape from Tarkov, it's based on the real-life Russian Shak 12, formerly known as the Automat Shturmovoy 12.7. The Soviets previously necked their 7.62x39 up to 9x39mm, and this would be put to the test by the Spetsnaz in the Chechen Wars with specialized weapons such as the AS-Val, VSS Venturas, and Groza bullpup. The Russian FSB, successor to the Soviet KGB, would take this to the next level with the Dvukhpul'niy, an entirely suppressed bullpup sniper rifle. The cartridge was based off of 338 Lapua Magnum, but was necked up to 12.7x55mm, technically making it a 50 caliber. By the early 2010s, the FSB would request this cartridge to be available for both a revolver and an automatic bullpup rifle. As expected of a 50 caliber weapon, base damage per shot is high, always needing at most 3 shots to kill anywhere at the body and at any range. But its fire rate of 414 rounds per minute is the slowest of any automatic rifle or machine gun, with the runner-up being the Man-O-War at 500. For body multipliers, the chest deals 1.2 times damage. A single shot to the chest can reduce the number of shots down to 2 within its initial range, however the chest is often covered by the arms. Headshots on the other hand deals 50% extra damage. Just one of them can extend your 2-shot potential up to 25 meters, all assuming no range attachments. This absurd time to kill potential is limited by its bullet velocity of 700 meters per second, which cannot be boosted by any barrel attachment or magazines. And with the sluggish fire rate, it can be punishing to miss with. Moving on to ammo conversions. Much like the M13 at its 300 blackout rounds, the Oden has its own Subsonic cartridge, but in the Oden's case, it comes at a severe 60% cut to its bullet velocity. With a projectile speed of 280 meters per second, it becomes about as punishing to use at longer ranges as the crossbow with max bolt speed. It also increases your range, which is a bit strange because a slower bullet is supposed to have less range, but it is what it is. Although not featured in Modern Warfare, the real-life Shak 12 is capable of being chambered in an ammo variant that allows it to fire 2 bullets at once. For mobile, this turns the Oden into a long-range pseudo-shotgun, which may sound potentially broken, but each individual round deals half damage compared to its base. Thus, the net damage output stays the same and does not affect your time to kill. It does come at the cost to your bloom, but I will later clarify this to be a non-issue. In terms of movement speed, it is tied for the slowest in the air class with the ASM-10 and Man-O-War. In terms of ADS speeds, it's tied for the second slowest with the previously mentioned AK-47, AMAX, and LK, only ahead of the ICR-1, but not by much. Weapon swap times are quite fast, especially when switching to your secondary. As for reloading and reload canceling, it's standard procedure. What's not standard is the accuracy of the Oden, which is almost certainly bugged. According to the provided in-game stats, it's the worst of any weapon that's not a shotgun. But according to Team Sickness with their own measurement system, the Oden should be one of the best, and on par with such weapons as the FR556, Man-O-War, LK-24, and burst weapons. Hipfire performance seems relatively average, but the slow fire rate makes it risky. Recoil is moderate, but easily controllable as it's mostly vertical. And the iron sights themselves are usable, although the visual recoil of the rear sights can discourage spray and pray tactics. The Oden is a high-risk, high-reward weapon that demands you land your initial shots. Otherwise, missing your shots is too punishing in a head-to-head gunfight. In real life, it's meant for close quarters, but within the Call of Duty franchise, it's a balanced mid to long range weapon. It was more popular a couple of seasons ago when it was still new, but it's not as popular now due to the arcadey nature of the current meta. Does it need any changes? Only minor ones. The obvious one is to correct the stats page to show its true accuracy stats, whatever they may be. And the next one is to make some adjustments to the ammo conversions, because there's no reason to use any of them over the standard extended mags. Why use the subsonic heavy rounds when you can just use a range boosting suppressor and FMJ? My suggestion is to make it 2-tap more consistently, but you cut its normal range in half, putting its potential time to kill on the same playing field as burst weapons such as the Chicom, KSB, etc. As for Duplex, I'm not sure. Maybe more range? Maybe more rounds per mag? It's complicated to balance a weapon that shoots 2 bullets at once. Maybe you can comment down below with your own suggestion. This has been a Casual's quick guide. Feel free to suggest what weapons you want to see covered next. My name is On, and I'm off.